Growing a YouTube channel happens in 7 levels. Most creators get stuck on level 2, convince themselves it's not working, and quit, never realizing that they were only one move away from everything clicking. I've spent almost 2 decades on YouTube, built over 15 million subscribers, and taken creators from stuck at a few thousand subscribers to over 200,000 in just a matter of months inside my academy. And in this video, I'm taking you through all 7 levels, from picking your niche on level 1 all the way to turning your channel into a real business by level 7. So by the end, you'll know exactly which level you're standing on and what it takes to reach the next one. So level 1 is picking your niche. And the mistake almost everyone makes right here is choosing what they want to make instead of who they actually want to serve. When I started, I picked dance because I loved it, which is fine, but I made everything for myself. I wanted to teach these big, advanced routines that I was super proud of. The problem was that my audience didn't care about the advanced dancing. They wanted to learn how to do the moonwalk. They wanted the worm. They wanted simple moves that they could pull out at a party and look good and have fun doing. The second I started serving what they actually wanted instead of what I wanted to make, everything changed. So if you're picking a niche today, find the overlap between 2 things. 1, something you can talk about for years without burning out, and something that an audience is actively searching for and willing to spend money on down the line. If you only have the passion, you'll quit when it gets hard. But if you only have the market, you'll be bored within a month. So you really need both. And also, you want to go narrower than it feels comfortable. New creators always want to make content for everyone because it feels like a bigger opportunity. It's actually the opposite. When you try to talk to everyone, you connect with no one. When you pick one specific person and make every video for them, that's when people feel like you're speaking directly to them. And that's when they subscribe and keep coming back. Now, once you know who you're serving, level 2 is the one that almost nobody does early enough. And it's the whole difference between a hobby and an income. So now we get to the level that shocks people. Level 2 is monetization. And you do not wait until you're big to start. You build it in from your very first videos. I learned this the hard way. Early on, I had videos with millions of views, and I was still basically broke because I treated my content like an art project instead of a business. All that attention came through, and I had nothing set up to catch it. So here's what I'd do from day 1 if I was starting over. I'd put affiliate links in every single description for the gear, the apps, and the products that I'm already using and talking about. By doing this, you earn a cut every time someone buys, and it costs you nothing to set up. Next, you're gonna create one simple low-ticket product, a guide, a preset pack, something in a price range people will buy impulsively. And start saying yes to brand deals and UGC work early, because brands will pay creators, even with small engaged audiences, way sooner than most people think. Here's the math that proves you don't need to be famous. Say you got 5,000 followers, which is tiny. Even 1% of them buy a $30 product, that's $1,500 from a single offer to a small audience. Now, picture that running every month while your channel keeps growing. The creator that sets this up early are the ones that are gonna be able to go full-time the soonest. And the ones who wait keep treating a real business like a hobby. Now, a lot of creators will say, well, I don't wanna feel like I'm always selling to my audience, but you're not selling to them. You're finding things that truly provide value and help them on their journey as well. Now, with a way to make money already in place, level 3 is where you finally start growing for real. And it comes down to one thing, volume. Most people think growth starts here, and they're half right. Level 3 is all about volume because when you're new, every single video is a free experiment. But here's the part nobody tells you. When your channel's small, you have a massive advantage that the big creators have lost. There's almost no downside to posting a ton. If a video flops when you have a huge audience, it can actually drag your whole channel down. But if a video flops when no one's watching yet, who cares? You lost a few minutes and you learned something. So when I'm building something from zero, first of all, I post shorts daily, sometimes even several times in a day, and I treat every one of those shorts as a test because volume does 2 things for you at the same time. It builds your data so the algorithm has more to learn from and more chances to find you a winner, and it builds your skills because you only get better at hooks, the pacing of your videos, and making them by actually creating a lot of videos. And there's no shortcut around the reps. The creator who's posting once a week and wonders why they're not growing are quietly losing to the ones who are putting out 10 videos a week. And that's exactly where most people quit. They post and watch the views stay flat, and they give up, never realizing that the reps don't mean anything if people don't actually click on the videos and stay. Now, if you want my help climbing these levels faster, click the first link down in the description below to join the Viral Creator Academy. We literally hand you the niche and the packaging templates we use, the monetization playbook, and we plug you into a community of hundreds of creators at every level of this exact climb. So if you feel like that's what you need with some accountability, click the first link down below. All right, back to the climb. So level 4 is the skill that decides whether all these videos that you're posting ever get seen in the first place. By the time you hit level 4, your content is probably worth watching. So the only thing standing between you and the views is how you package it. And this is the level where I watch talented creators with genuinely great videos sit at a few hundred views while worse content goes viral. And it almost always comes down to the same thing: nobody clicked. Your title and your thumbnail have one job, and that's to earn the click. Your title should be specific and it has to pique curiosity, the kind of thing someone can't scroll past without needing to know the answer. Now for your thumbnail, use the test feature built right into YouTube. You can literally upload 3 photos on the same video and YouTube ranks them by how much people watch after clicking each one. So if my click-through rate falls below 4 or 5%, I don't settle for it. I go back, I build a whole new round until one of them lands. Then once they click, your hook is what keeps them going. And on long form, you've got about 15 seconds or so. On a short form, you've got less than 3. And the way you win that window is by opening with a real result or a question that they have to know the answer to. Take a look at how I opened this video. I didn't say, here's some tips for YouTube. I told you that most creators quit on level 2. So if you can get the click and then earn those first few seconds, you've already beaten most of the people you're competing with. So you're getting your packaging landing and you're finally getting seen. Now level 5 is where the real pros pull away because they stop guessing and they start reading. So here's where the pros separate from everyone else. Level 5 is the moment you stop posting about feelings and let the numbers tell you exactly what to make next. It really comes down to 2 numbers. The first is your click-through rate, which is whether people chose your video over everything else on the screen. The second is your average view duration, which is how long they actually stay on the video once they've clicked. These 2 numbers are your scoreboard. On a short, you want your average view duration up around 70+%. And if you're under 50, that video is basically dead on arrival. And it's telling you that the hook or the pacing broke down early. You can open up your YouTube studio a day or 2 after posting and look at these numbers, even when they sting. Then once you've got 10 or so videos out, you're gonna line them up and compare them. You can look at the ones that held people's attention the longest and find what their openings had in common. Then look at the ones that died and find what they shared too. That comparison hands you a blueprint for exactly what to make more of, and it pulls the guesswork out of your next 10 videos. This is the level where growth stops feeling random and it starts feeling like something you can actually control. Reading your own data shows what's working for you. Level 6 is about reading what's already working for everyone else and riding it. Now, this is a fun one. Level 6 is trend jacking. And when done right, it's like strapping a rocket to a video because you're borrowing momentum that already exists. See, a trend is just proof of what an audience really wants to see. So instead of guessing, you find what's taking off right now in your niche and you make your own version of it fast. And finding trends is simple. Just watch the top creators in your space, sort their recent uploads by views, and see what's spiking. You can even scroll through your own feed and notice which formats and sounds keep showing up over and over. When something is clearly catching fire, you want to move on it quickly because the window closes faster than most people think. But there's a fine line between jacking a trend and flat out copying, and it does matter. You're not cloning someone else's video. You're taking the format or the topic that's working and you're running it through your own voice and your own angle. The straight copies really get ignored a lot of times. The versions with a real point of view are the ones that take a trend and make it yours. And if a trend already has been done to death by everyone in your niche, you might be too late, so let that one go and watch for the next one. Now, if you master all 6 of those, you'll have grown faster than you ever have. But level 7 is the one that turns all that attention into something that actually changes your life. So now brings us to the top of the mountain, level 7. And level 7 is where your channel stops being a content hobby and becomes the engine for a real business. So here's the shift that has to happen in your head. Your channel was never the destination, it's the vehicle. The views and the followers are just attention, and the attention is raw material that you're gonna turn into a business. For me, the content opened every door I have. It led to brand deals, to podcasts, to products, a clothing line, coaching, and being able to travel the world and teach. None of that would exist without having the audience. But the audience by itself isn't the business either. The channel is what made all of it possible. So at this level, you stop leaning on ad revenue alone because that leaves you completely at the mercy of one algorithm and on one platform. And instead, you're gonna stack your income on top of your content, your own products, your services, sponsorships, and an email list that you actually own. That's what turns a creator into a business that can survive a bad month or a sudden platform change. Get here and you're not gonna be chasing the algorithm anymore. You're gonna have built something that's that the algorithm feeds, but it doesn't control. For me, knowing that I could always fall back on teaching and touring gave me a safety net where even if the algorithm changes or I have a bad month on content, I know that I can still go out and create my own work. Now, there's a gap that nobody warns you about, and it's the gap between knowing what these 7 levels are and actually climbing them. And it's where most creators stall out and convince themselves it just isn't working. Don't let that be you. Me and my team help creators climb level by level without getting stuck, and it's all inside of my Viral Creator Academy. So if you do want help along this journey, click the first link in the description below to join hundreds of other creators that are on this same path. And the level that traps people by far the most is packaging, getting your videos actually clicked. So I broke that one down in full, and this is the breakdown right here. So if you see it, click it there, and I'll see you on the next one.